Ananya, you were telling me that your spiritual awakening happened when you were in the college, right? You were doing your 3D animation course, right? For someone having this spiritual awakening at such a young age,
Awakening means that the illusion layer from your this physical eyes that you're seeing right now, that is going away, and your reality check, your third eye has opened.
okay?
You're seeing the reality of life. It's like
Okay, tell me, what are oracle cards? How are they different from tarot cards?
oracle cards already has a message written in it. It can be of several types like angel cards, then love message or star seed cards, several types.
Okay.
But tarot has just names of the card. There's no meaning written on it.
Acha, okay.
Here you have to use your foundation that you have received through the course plus your intuition in it,
Okay.
and then the connection that's happening with the client and the god.
Acha, मान के चलो, there is a person, he's coming to you like repeatedly, very repeatedly, and he's coming for only one kind of a problem. So how will the cards react?
It's not just the energy, it's the relatability which is allowing me to guide them correctly so that they don't suffer the way I did.
Okay.
And then, of course, the energy connection with the cards, with them, it allows me to guide them even more, even deeper.
Why did you choose tarot? Welcome to another episode of I and Why. Today, in my podcast, I'm joined by Ananya Chatraj, a spiritual practitioner who has been guiding and healing people. She is a tarot reader, quantum Reiki healer, EFT tapping, talking therapist, and art therapy practitioner, dedicated in helping individuals heal, grow, align with their true path. Ananya's journey has been recognized very much widely. She has been invited as a special guest by the Times of India, where she conducted tarot reading for the teachers. She is also a proud member of Indian Women's History Museum and has been featured in Hindustan Times, Entrepreneur Hunt, and several other publications. In 2024, she was awarded the Most Emerging Tarot Card Reader from Bangalore by Success Today, a testament to her growing influence in the field of holistic healing. So, we will be learning about her spiritual journey and how she has been able to help guide people. Let's hear from her. Welcome, Ananya. Welcome to High on Why.
Thank you so much. I take this as a blessing, as always, getting the opportunity to come here.
Okay, Ananya, you were telling me that your spiritual awakening happened when you were in the college, right? You were doing your 3D animation course,
Yeah.
right? For someone having this spiritual awakening at such a young age, it doesn't happen generally, or probably I don't know how it goes for people who come across, or probably who take the spiritual path. So, how was what for you?
This was unexpected first. I never expected this to happen. Now, spiritual awakening is something which we never plan about. It's God who decides that, okay, this person is ready. It's time to give this person a push. And the way my spiritual awakening happened was like this. So, it's a small story short. I was doing my project and I saw the microwave. And it was when it is switched off, you just see 000, right? So, for the first time ever, I focused on the number for too long. And I was like, okay, anyways, ignore. Next day, again, my focus went there. And I was like, is it a coincidence? Maybe, you know what? Ignore. Then I,
This happened in your house.
in my house in
Okay.
Mumbai.
Okay.
Then I went somewhere and I saw the similar number. And I
Okay.
was like, what's going on? What is this happening?
Can I know what was the number?
That's coming
Okay.
next.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is weird. I have to check. I went to my room. I switched on my laptop and was like 000 meaning, and it was written, this is an angel number speaking to you.
Okay.
And this was really new to me. And it was telling me meanings like a new beginning coming, or you are in the right path, you are in spiritual journey. And that was the first step ever where it was a signal that your journey to spiritual path has already started. You are awakened. So if people are able to see angel numbers like 1111, 1111 is a very common angel number. which a lot of people know. They believe in it. It's like they say it like a lucky number.
11 matlab 4 ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
they say it like a lucky number. But it's not about lucky number and all. It totally depends on what you're thinking at that time. So then angel gives you a message.
Okay.
So when I came to know about that meaning, I was like, wow, okay. And that's when my spiritual journey started. I started to crave more of divine messages, divine answers, and my perspective towards life changed.
Okay. But it is, I mean, it's good to hear the story. But then you said when you went and checked, it was about the angel number, right? So, what is that? How is it for others also? They also go through such kind of numbers and they're awakened. First of all, tell me, what is this awakening basically? Everybody tells that spiritual awakening I got at this age, I got at this age, or probably this is the story behind spiritual awakening. What is awakening basically?
Awakening means that the illusion layer from your this physical eyes that you're seeing right now, that is going away, and your reality check, your third eye has opened.
Okay.
You're seeing the reality of life. It's like this world where we are in right now. This is called the 3D matrix.
Okay.
You can touch things, you can see things, you can smell things, you can eat, you can taste. But spiritual awakening happens when your third eye opens.
Okay.
You start seeing things beyond the reality. You feel things beyond the reality. You start seeing signs. You start feeling that there is more than where I am right now.
Okay.
This is more about, feeling. This is less of, definitions, and it is more of a feeling that you can feel the presence of God. You can feel the presence of the angels around you.
So you say it's mostly for people who feel they can actually understand how it goes.
Yes, and people have to be ready to feel it. If they are receptive, they are ready, they'll get that push from God.
Okay. Okay, so why did you choose tarot? Okay, you got your spiritual awakening, but there are other modes of divination forms of taking it. But why did you choose tarot? And I strongly believe that probably in your life, okay, probably any one incident, knowingly or unknowingly, you would have, shown interest towards tarot or something. That is how, you develop an interest towards things. So is that same thing for you? You did understand that okay, I have gone through this, or probably I have interest towards this, that's why I want to take tarot, or what was that for you?
So I used to believe in tarot before also. I used to watch a lot of like tarot readings on YouTube, though those were universal readings, but I was very intrigued by it.
Since when?
Since my college time.
Okay.
My college time.
And your awakening happened at what age?
In the age of 21.
Okay.
So my awakening happened at that time. When I used to watch those videos, I was like, oh, I also want, a card now. I really want one. And I did not go for tarot cards. I went for oracle cards.
Okay.
So I bought one oracle card for myself.
Okay.
Finally. And I was like, okay, I finally have a card. I'm going to start using it for myself. Then I see the tarot readers, how they're using the cards. And I also like shuffle and take out for myself. Then one day, I started talking to one of my college mate, and I saw she's holding tarot cards. I was like, oh, even I want one. Even I want one. Even I want to learn. And that day, exactly on that day, when I was just scrolling Instagram, I saw tarot course offer. Join now. I was like, God, did you just hear me?
you manifested.
Exactly. God, did you just hear my desire or something? And I just enrolled. And that's when my tarot journey started.
Okay.
And the truth is that when we are in spiritual path, I always call it a reverse path. Because we don't choose the modality. The modality chooses us because we are aligning with it. Our energy is at the same frequency.
Right. Okay.
And that's when it comes.
Okay. Anyone from your family are into it, spiritual journey?
No, but I'm connected to my grandfather,
Okay.
maternal grandfather, who was a palmist, astrologer.
Okay.
So I think it's his blessing that came into me.
Okay. Yeah, could be.
Yes.
Definitely. Because you said that you haven't met him, but
No.
probably that energy is passed on to you.
Yes.
Okay, tell me, what are oracle cards? How are they different from tarot cards?
So oracle cards already has a message written in it.
Okay.
It can be of several types, like angel cards, then love message, or star seed cards, several types.
Okay.
Now, in that, message is already written, and of course, when psychically connecting with it, you will get more information from God. But tarot has just names of the card,
Okay.
but there's no meaning written on it.
Acha. Okay.
Here, you have to use your foundation that you have received through the course, plus your intuition in it,
Okay.
and then the connection that's happening with the client and the God.
Okay.
So, intuitive message coming from God, information given by the client. Therefore, what are the tarot cards telling
Okay.
us?
So is it also like, if you want to go into the path of tarot reader, you do the oracle card reading and then do tarot reading? Is it something like that?
No, what I do is tarot is the base. Tarot is the main card.
Acha.
You have to
Okay.
take out the tarot cards first.
Hmm.
And after that, when I feel okay, there is some oracle card calling me. So I take that oracle card and I take out some extra information and I see what all cards are coming. And all the time this happens, the oracle card gives the same message that I tell the clients.
Okay. So you have the deck of oracle cards also and the deck of tarot cards also. Okay. Okay, tell me, what is tarot reading exactly? Because when you were coming to my show, so I was reading about things and I was asking people, do you know what is tarot reading? Most of them don't know what tarot reading is. Okay, so when I was asking people, you know what tarot reading is, people largely connected with black magic. I don't know for what
Hmm.
reason. Probably I knew what tarot reading is. I used to watch a lot of Instagram reels and all that. So I knew, but a lot of people had this intuition about
Hmm.
it. So
Hmm.
how do you see that?
Now, if there is dark, there is light also.
Hmm.
Now, how people want to use it, that's their choice.
Hmm.
There is always a choice in your life.
Hmm.
Tarot cards should be used for good intention. It should be used for the light,
Hmm.
for good intention to guide people to the right path. And I always use tarot cards for that. I connect with God and I tell them that, bless the clients, bless
Okay.
them.
I feel because we have a lot of people have not confronted a tarot reader, so we have seen only in movies. And
Yes,
so
they make
movies,
on-
हाँ, so movies में क्या होता है ना?
Recently, a movie came,
Okay,
I think,
tarot reading
on tarot, which is
Okay.
connected to some black magic or something.
because most of it is like that,
Yeah.
and it's mostly ladies
Huh.
who sit with a globe or something, and then the cards, and it's very pitch dark, and they move the globe like this.
Yeah,
I don't know for
put
what
candle.
reason. Put candles. So seeing all this, probably our brain is connected with that picturization which is shown in the movies.
Yes. And I pray one day some movie comes where it is good things about tarot one day.
No, it will, because I feel after a lot of social media which has come into place, and people are, teaching about what tarot is. People like you are telling about it. So we, a normal public is also receiving it, and they are learning towards it.
Tarot at the end is a divinational tool. In
Right.
short, it is a tool, divine tool through which you are talking to God. God has come inside you and is interacting with you through tarot cards.
Right.
It's a tool which will give you your ultimate reflection, your mirror. If we remove the whole society conditioning layer from us, from a person or anyone, those are tarot cards.
Okay.
It is the ultimate truth which God is giving you.
Okay. So anyways, we've started talking about the tarot cards. So what's the history behind these tarot cards? Wherein I did some research, so I got to learn that it is from the 15th century. It is started by, it was a playing cards then. Okay, so I think you are the better person to tell more about it. So let's, little bit tell me about the history about it.
So, about the history of tarot cards, first, the tarot cards were never even in the form of cards. Before, it was a book of Thoth, which was created by Lord Thoth.
Okay.
So people in
Thoth is Egyptian god.
Egyptian god. And people never used to go to the kings or queens for wisdom, guidance, or solutions. They used to go to Lord Thoth. And after listening questions and with the intention of guiding people, he used to intuitively open the book, answer is on spot in front of you. And it helped a lot of people.
Okay.
But people there, the kings, queens, they didn't wanted to spread this information to the entire world.
Okay.
So the library was burnt where the book was. But nothing happened to the book. That was the power. And it had a total of 78 pages.
Okay.
Then in the century that you mentioned, they created playing cards.
Acha, so it was available even before the 15th century.
Before.
Okay.
It is going on since
तो मतलब
then.
ये यूरोप इजिप्ट से स्टार्ट हुआ देन यूरोप में आया देन आई थिंक इटाली समथिंग
Yes.
ओके या प्लीज
तो प्लेइंग कार्ड्स क्रिएट हुआ. प्लेइंग कार्ड्स क्रिएट करने के बाद लोग उसके साथ खेलने लगे एंड ऑल एंड दे क्रिएटेड देयर ओन गेम्स. बट अ पॉइंट केम वेयर दे नोटिस्ड दैट दिस इज नॉट जस्ट अ गेम. ये कुछ तो रिफ्लेक्ट कर रहा है हमारे बारे में, सामने वाले इंसान के बारे में भी कुछ बता रहा है. It was like a very beautiful painting, a design created, and it was telling something about the front person,
ओके
which they started to observe.
ओके
After which, Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Waite,
ओके
they collaborated and created 78 cards called the Rider-Waite deck, the first ever tarot deck,
ओके
जो now all the tarot readers use.
you've covered the how it came, how the tarot cards came. What is the difference between the other divination tools? Okay, like for example astrology is also more about predicting what is going on. So what is the difference between these divination?
So astrology, it focuses more on the energy which is coming on the basis of the planetary positions
Okay.
and how it is affecting a person's life. And accordingly, they give us guidance that maybe this year can be a little problematic year, or it's going to be very abundant year. This month can go a little slow in your career, totally depending on the planetary positions and their date of birth. Wherein tarot cards focuses on your energy,
Okay.
on spot your energy,
Okay.
and it gives you guidance accordingly that whatever astrological reading you have gone, okay, completely fine with it. So accordingly, how we can help you through
Okay.
tarot.
Acha.
What is your energy and how can you shift it? Tarot can help you in that as well.
So what you're trying to say is according to the energy right now, or probably what we do right now, that can also change our near future in tarot. Okay.
It can.
Okay.
Now then, people are like too fixated to this point that tarot tells future. It tells
Yeah, a lot of people think tarot predicts future. Yes. I mean, they don't understand it is connected with the energies, or probably with the energies there is a change, you can bring a shift. So probably after you telling me, I could understand that part of
yeah,
how
because
tarot works.
people are very worried about their future, what will happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So because of which they forget to focus on their present, to realize that their future is getting created on the basis of what they're doing in the present. So tarot card is such a beautiful modality that it brings them back to the present to make them focus that, okay, here is where you're going wrong. So let's bring you back on track. Do this, do this, do this.
Yeah, that's why they say, abhi acha karo, same thing will come back to you. Achhe
Yes.
karm karo.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so when you're practicing or probably a client comes, so how is that space looks like for you? How do you keep your place full of energy?
So I use first incense sticks to clean my entire room, because my office is in my house only. So people come for offline or online. But for myself at least, I cleanse the whole room, and I use incense sticks for that, and it's an air element. We need to have the complete Panchatattva.
Okay.
So I have a small fountain, that is the water element. I keep it on the table. The other side, I keep a small plant,
Hmm.
earth element.
Okay.
Then I keep agarbatti,
Okay.
which is air element. And then I keep a small candle, fire element.
Hmm.
And the fifth one is God Himself, with whom we are connected.
Okay.
Then I place the altar and the cards over there with a selenite crystal, because selenite crystal charges the cards.
Okay. Okay.
So I keep them on the card and I stay connected with it.
Hmm. So when you're connected with the energy of your client, how do you safeguard your energy? Because your energies can also transfer to the other person, or his energy can be transferred to you. So how is the process over there?
Now, since I have learned healing, so I always shield myself using the quantum Reiki healing, and I sometimes use Mahakali healing. And
Okay.
in the beginning, when I didn't know healing, I just used to visualize that, there is a big ball of light, and I'm in that light, and it is protecting me, and I give an intention
Hmm.
to it, because intention matters a lot in spirituality. That what are you doing and why are you doing?
Okay.
So I create the shield and I tell that no one's energy is allowed to enter inside the shield when I'm doing the reading and for the entire day.
Okay.
So that's how I shield myself and as well as my table.
Okay. So after every reading of a client, you try to cleanse the energy.
I cleanse the energy, plus I cut cord also.
Okay.
The energetical connection which is created between me and the client, once the session is done, I cut the cord.
Okay. Okay. What if you're reading a client's readings, you're doing it, and there is some negative, reading you've got. So how do you deal with that?
Whenever there is a negative reading, we have to be very careful with the words that we are
Okay.
telling, because
But you tell them, you
I will tell
tell
them
them.
because I have to be honest, but I always add hope
Of
in that
Of
situation.
course.
Because if there is dark, there is light, as I told prior.
तो उसके लिए कुछ रेमेडी भी होगा, कुछ कर सकते हैं?
Remedy, solutions, healings, whatever intuitively comes to me, I tell them. And I make sure that not to freak out a client, not
Right.
to make them feel too scared about a particular situation.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like ki, especially people are very scared of the death card and devil card. वो कार्ड जब भी आता है, लोग मतलब हो गया उनका अंदर से.
Okay. They understand what card has come, no?
हाँ,
You show the cards,
word.
right?
Yeah, I show the cards, and there are times when few clients they look at this, okay, death card. Oh God, what's going to happen?
Okay.
And then I tell them, no one's death is going to happen. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So I always make sure that they are not scared. They're not getting
Right.
traumatized like that. Sometimes it freaks out people. It makes them get scared or something. But what I always do is that help them accept the darkness by
Yeah.
adding hope.
Right. So also the same kind of a card gives different meaning to different people. Does that happen?
Yes, because
Okay.
different energy. If there are like 5 people around here, I'm taking out one card. One person connected differently, therefore different information.
Okay.
Second person different, third person different, because different energies.
अच्छा मान के चलो there is a person, he's coming to you like repeatedly, very repeatedly, and he's coming for only one kind of a problem. So how will the cards react? Will it give the same kind of a card, or different cards at different time?
First, if they're coming repeatedly, they have to keep in mind there has to be 2 to 3 months gap.
Okay, 3 months gap के बाद ही they can come for another
with the
reading.
same question.
Okay, otherwise they can come with different questions.
Different questions they can come.
Okay.
Because the kind of session I take is 30 minutes session where they can ask me multiple questions.
अच्छा.
That's how I take sessions. And उसमें से अगर एक कोई particular question है and फिर से जानना है, 1 month के बाद या 1 week के बाद they cannot ask that question. Because after getting guidance, you ask again, you're disturbing the flow of energy inside you, you're disturbing the connection with the universe also.
Okay. तो
You know-
cards भी disturb हो जाएंगे. Got it.
And universe भी मतलब confuse हो जाएगा
हो जाएगा
कि
तुम्हें
क्या चाहिए
क्या
क्या
हाँ.
चाहिए.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
So basically, at what age do they come? I mean, your clients are of what age, and what the concerns they bring in?
Teenagers also come, even people in the age of 70s. 70s का थोड़ा rare है, but होता है.
Okay.
आते हैं. And उनके maximum concerns I see in relationship and job and health.
Okay. So these are the major questions. they come
Major
up with.
questions. But I don't focus much on health. Because through tarot card, if I say, you know what, you'll get fever after 3 days, they will think about it,
And हो जाएगा.
हो जाएगा.
Obviously हो जाएगा. Okay.
हो जाएगा.
Okay, you also mentioned about the Reiki healing. Okay, and you are a quantum Reiki healer.
Yes, yes.
So generally, when I started reading about tarot card readers, I saw some videos and all. Everybody is connected with some of the healing techniques. So why is that so? Are you have to go through these healing techniques when you're a tarot reader, or how is it?
There's nothing like that.
Okay.
If you have learned tarot, that's a different modality. If you're learning healing and you feel like, okay, that's calling you, then go for it. I learned quantum Reiki healing because that intrigued me. I was very curious that, okay, I learned Reiki healing, but what is this quantum Reiki healing? So I was like, you know what, let's explore. What is this?
Actually, I thought it's the same. Reiki healing is only called as quantum Reiki healing. It's a term, I thought.
No, no.
Okay.
It is more higher level
Okay. Okay.
where there are symbols which is even more powerful,
Okay.
extremely powerful. I cannot say the symbols here, but
Yeah.
of course, the power is ultimate. It works in 15 minutes.
Is it also related to science because quantum energy?
In a way, you can see that because when you connect neurons, protons, and electrons and combine it, what it creates? Cells.
Right.
And then when you see the center of the cell, what is that? Quanta.
Okay, that's why it's called quantum.
So when you combine the Ayurvedic medicines and you combine quantum healing, the speed of healing increases.
Okay. Okay.
So that's how Ayurvedic and healing is so, works so well together.
Okay. So your clients, when they come to you, they take up tarot reading as well as the healing also, you do it for them?
Yeah,
How is
on
it?
spot if they want, there are clients who did that. On spot if they need like a healing, they go for it.
So can you tell me any memorable story of any of your client that which actually worked for them? They've come back and told, okay, this is what worked for me.
Yes, so there is a client recently happened. I did her reading and she was worried about her work, that it's not going, in flow. So that client was very worried. And I told her that you don't worry about it. There is some offer coming for you. And I told her it's going to happen. You don't worry about it. You just keep taking actions.
Okay.
And there is an offer coming and she was doubting that should I take or not, or like go for it. It is actually very good. Few days after that, actually an offer came and she was very surprised and told me that, you know what, this actually happened and I am so surprised about it and it made me feel very happy.
Of course, of course. No, of course, you would be having the energy or probably the feeling, okay, this would go right. But there are also at times that you feel, okay, this might happen or might not happen. And tarot reading has actually amused you with the accuracy?
It has amused me with accuracy. Also, as I said, there was a client who wanted to test me in a reading.
Okay.
He wanted to test me, right? When I told him everything through cards, he was like amused. He wrote like big paragraph of feedback, which was so sweet, and it touched my heart.
Okay.
This situation happens maximum when we do reading for ourselves. So what I do is I take out 3 cards and I ask like, okay, how is my day gonna go? I see the cards and I keep it like that. And I observe the whole day.
Okay. Okay.
The interesting part is I get to see the cards in different perspective.
Okay.
Not only fixated to one definition, one meaning of the card, but I get to see the whole day on the basis of the tarot cards in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That
तो
I
मतलब
interpreted different,
हाँ.
but the life showed me that these cards can also mean this.
Okay, so probably there are different dimensions to what you predict also.
Correct.
Okay, okay. And also on the report from the Times of India, I saw that this year, okay, is the awakening, spiritual awakening year. 2025 is spiritual awakening
Yeah.
year, and also the High Priestess card. There is some High Priestess card,
Mhm.
which is the card of the year of 2025. What is it?
Now, High Priestess is someone who's highly psychic, very calm, grounded in her power, and she has crossed all dimensions in her life.
Okay. Okay.
She doesn't say everything on spot. She says what she has to say at that particular moment.
ठीक है.
And it is also a feminine card
Hmm.
whose masculine energy, feminine energy inside is balanced.
Okay.
So, this year is a transformational year where people will be working on their masculine and feminine energy. And this year is actually a masculine year. This year is all about the masculine awakening.
Male.
Male.
Huh.
The masculine awakening.
Okay.
Where the feminines have to cope up. Their
Okay.
energy can be a little down, possibly. And of course, the feminines awaken first, most of the time.
Okay.
Their energy can be a little down, but they'll be able to cope up and rise up.
Okay. So
That
what is that feminine has to do for that?
they have to work on themselves, their own self love,
Acha.
and not try finding happiness outside, but inside. Work on their own transformation.
Okay.
And that's how the balancing of the universal feminine and masculine will start to come in the same level.
Okay. Okay.
So, this is a complete masculine year. And I also feel that this is a hermit card also. It's not just, high priestess, but hermit.
Okay.
Hermit card is a card where you have to take a step back.
अच्छा तो मतलब
Where you have already given enough wisdom to people, you have helped enough. Now help yourself.
okay, that's why you call it as hermit card. Okay. Okay.
So, this is also a year where you have to prioritize yourself
Okay. So prioritize yourself first.
before prioritizing others.
Yeah, generally people thinking about themselves have, come down. I mean, we don't give much importance to our health. Basically the health, which is
Yeah.
that I feel you're running around for, job, money and all that. So you
And
don't
the
prioritize that.
emotional disturbance also create these physical symptoms. Everything starts from the mind,
Right.
which creates an emotion.
Hmm.
And if that negative emotion, becomes vast, the physical symptoms start to come.
So since the time you've started your spiritual journey, how are you feeling right now? I mean, you feel you're in the right path and you want to learn more towards it. How is the feeling for you right now?
The learning never stops. That I know for sure. Modalities will come and come and come and come. That's for sure. But every time I say spiritual path is like a roller coaster ride. Like you start, you get terrified, but then you land and then you see, okay, this was fun.
Yeah.
So it's like a roller coaster ride.
Much more than that, I guess. I mean, with your experiences, I'm saying. Right. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
at the end, it's a bliss.
Hmm.
At the end, it's a bliss.
Okay. So you feel very much enlightened of yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Now the there are lots of apps on Astro Talk, astrologers. You can connect with astrologists over app. So is it the same? Can we do it for tarot reading? AI can take over tarot readers for them as well.
AI can do reading, that's for sure, but they do theoretically. But
क्योंकि वो एनर्जी से कनेक्ट
नहीं हो रहा है, एनर्जी से कनेक्ट हो ही नहीं रहा है, इसलिए वो सिर्फ थियोरेटिकल रीडिंग कर रहा है.
तो फिर वो रीडिंग सही तो होगा नहीं.
थोड़ा सा,
Okay.
maybe
maybe 10%,
हाँ
10 to
10%,
20%.
10% ही ठीक होगा. But if you're going to a tarot reader,
Hmm.
she is connecting with the divine, she is connecting with the person energetically, and then giving you a reading,
Right. Okay.
which is
Okay,
the
there are
true reflection.
a lot of times what happens, I've seen, school going children or college going children, the teenage children,
Hmm.
they want to practice all kind of stuff, so they do buy a deck of cards and they try to do tarot for themselves. Will
Yes.
that work in that case?
You mean you're connecting with ChatGPT or?
No, I mean, for example, I am a teenage person. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm probably 21, 22, and I'm very much interested in tarot cards, and I'm buying from the market. I'm trying for myself. Will that work? Or there should be always a tarot reader to give the answers to it.
When a tarot deck is coming into your life, first thing, congratulations. You're spiritually awakened.
Acha.
Yes.
Okay.
And your divine
Okay.
tool has already come. Tarot is your divine tool, it has already chosen you. So all those
Otherwise, deck आता ही नहीं है आपके पास.
nahi,
Okay.
as I said, that modality chooses you. You don't choose the modality.
Hmm.
रेकी, टैरो, ये सब हमें चूज करता है, हम मोडालिटी को चूज नहीं करते. तो जिन्होंने भी लाइक मतलब क्यूरियोसिटी से भी अगर सिलेक्ट किया, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस टू देम.
Very nice. Okay.
पहली बात.
But they have to undergo the trainings, right?
ट्रेनिंग्स दे हैव
Okay.
टू गो, ट्रेनिंग्स दे हैव टू गो. इंट्यूशन तो है,
हाँ.
इंट्यूशन तो है, बट टैरो का फाउंडेशन होना चाहिए.
Okay. So definitely learning to read card is only not enough. You have to get that intuition, right?
इंट्यूशन, ये
Okay.
दोनों कंबाइन होता है. इट्स लाइक अ पिज्जा, यू हैव अ बेस बट यू पुट योर ओन मसाला ऑन इट. So same goes for tarot, that your meanings of the cards is the base, your intuition puts the masala on it. It's like that. Like
So
layman terms.
okay, so you always get that intuition when you read for someone?
Yes, I get intuition. मतलब उनके आने से पहले ही I get the energy, okay, ऐसा फील हो रहा है, दिमाग में ये क्वेश्चन चल रहा है. And when they
वो भी
come,
फील हो जाता है.
वो भी फील हो
तो
जाता है.
आपको अभी ये भी फील हो रहा है कि मैं क्या सोच रही हूँ?
अभी तो बातों में ध्यान है.
Okay. Okay, but you can observe the energies which are
Energies.
connected in the place.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And what kind of course you have to go through?
For tarot
Yeah.
specifically,
Yeah, tarot.
tarot master course.
Okay, and how long is that?
It's
It's a
usually
certification course, right?
certification, yeah.
Okay.
It's like different from different teachers. For some, it is like a 4-day course. For some, it's a month master course. So it differs.
Okay. Okay. For somebody who wants to, take up this spiritual, path, and they want to go to they want to become a tarot reader, what is that you want to tell them? Anything you want to convey them?
To them, I'll definitely say trust the process.
Okay.
Go for it. Listen to your inner voice. Switch off the monkey mind.
Switch off the monkey mind.
Monkey mind.
Okay. क्योंकि
I'll
वो
tell you.
क्योंकि वो लॉजिकली थोड़ा सोचने लगेगा.
Yes.
हाँ.
पर अंदर का आवाज नहीं सुनेगा. अंदर का आवाज जो डिवाइन वॉइस है, वो सुनना बहुत जरूरी है अगर स्पिरिचुअल पाथ में है तो. एंड इन जनरल लाइफ ऑल्सो, लिसनिंग टू योर इनर वॉइस इज वेरी नेसेसरी, बिकॉज हियर इज द रियलिटी. यहाँ पे रियलिटी नहीं है.
इसीलिए तो बोलते हैं जो मन बोलता है वही करो. दिमाग की मत सुनो.
तो
Okay.
अब स्टेटमेंट होना चाहिए जो दिल बोलता है वो करो.
वही दिल बोलता है वही
करो.
Okay. Okay, also, before coming to this podcast asking you questions, I saw a lot of other, videos about a lot of people who do tarot reading. And I went through few of the psychic people, about them. I tried to understand. So, but whom all I have, seen, or probably I learned about them, they have gone through a pain. Okay, and when you said why you came into this spiritual path, you have also seen some kind of a pain in your life, right? So is it always a pain is related to, people who take up the spiritual path?
Yes, because through pain, God tests you, your power.
Okay.
That how much will you be able to bear? How will you handle it? Even my life has been rough during my childhood times. till school, till college. It has been rough phases. And when I entered into tarot, I saw clients coming and sharing the same pain. And I was like, okay, this is so relatable.
Relatable. And that is how you're able to feel the energies and help them guide?
It's not just the energy, it's the relatability which is allowing me to guide them correctly so that they don't suffer the way I did.
Okay.
And then, of course, the energy connection with the cards, with them, it allows me to guide them even more, even deeper.
तो इसीलिए यूनिवर्स उनको चुनता है who has gone through pain.
Pain.
Okay.
And plus their choice, their ultimate decision. Because there is something called free will.
Right.
Now they have to make the decision that you want to enter into spiritual path or not. तो ऑब्वियसली भगवान तो दरवाजा खोल ही देता है, उनको धक्का देगा उसी रास्ते में कि भाई स्पिरिचुअल पाथ है, घुसो, यही तुम्हारा रास्ता है.
Right.
But there are people who create resistance in the spiritual path.
Okay.
मतलब जाने के बाद भी उनको grow नहीं होना, काम नहीं करना. So sometimes what happens?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes what happens is that they have to go through an ultimate trigger और भी
अच्छा.
बड़ा pain to realize this.
To realize to take up this path, anyways, I've sent you here, so do this.
Yes.
Okay. Nice.
So this is what happens.
Okay.
Triggers will keep on coming until you learn. The same pattern will repeat.
So how do people actually, trust you or believe you? Or also, अब जैसे, I mean, a client आ रहा है, that is all okay, they come with the trust only. But you're going somewhere and you're telling that you're a tarot reader. Have you come across where the other person is feeling fearful of you?
Yes.
How do you handle that?
Yes. I cannot forget this. I opened a stall once in Bangalore only. There was a person who came, saw the tarot cards and didn't ask any question, directly told me on my face that, oh, I don't want to know when I'll die. I was like, you will never know through tarot that when you will die.
Okay.
It kind of freaked them out. They got scared. So sometimes they relate with death directly. And there are some people who even reach out asking that how long will this family member stay alive, like that.
So ऐसे questions भी
ऐसे questions होते हैं, which should never be accepted. Because your life, how long you will be alive, is decided by God, not the tarot cards. We are not God, we are just a medium guiding.
Right.
So freaking out someone, making them feel scared, that's not the correct thing.
Okay.
So I have seen such clients also.
Okay, tell me one thing. Death is something which everybody has to face, okay? But it depends, okay, how much pain that person has to go through and then, the death comes. But can, through tarot reading or probably changing the energies, can we reduce the pain of that person?
Through tarot, we can guide them as to what not to do to trigger the pain.
So, matlab, in a way, indirectly, we can do that.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Nice to know. I mean, a lot of things. So, you mentioned that there are two type of deck of cards and you have to go through the training session for both.
Yeah.
So, what are they basically?
So, two types of tarot decks are there. One is Rider-Waite and the other one is, which I personally love, is Osho Zen tarot deck. So, I personally use Osho Zen tarot deck a lot for my clients because it really helps to bring people back into the present and it shows beauty of every moment.
तो दोनों में difference क्या है?
दोनों में difference है the illustration. That's it.
Okay.
But it's more of the internal connection that you're getting with the cards. Some people connect with Rider-Waite even more. I connect with Osho Zen personally.
So Osho Zen is more into the present or something?
Yeah, because Zen.
हाँ, इसीलिए मैंने पूछा.
Zen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Rider-Waite is past or future?
Rider-Waite, same concept.
Okay.
Same concept. But the only difference is that the illustration is totally different. Completely different.
Okay.
Some people, when they'll hold the card, right, they will sense something. How is their feeling towards them? How is the card feeling towards them? How am I feeling with the card?
Okay. So you
That-
have connectivity towards the Zen card.
Yeah.
Okay. You also teach, is it?
Yes, I teach.
Tarot reading.
Yes.
Okay. So you teach in which deck of cards?
Osho Zen.
Osho Zen.
Yes.
Okay. So how many students are learning from you?
पूछो भी मत. मैंने काउंट भी नहीं किए.
Okay. Okay. So you say that you want to guide the humanity right now, right? So what do you want to tell, what is that message you want to convey them?
I would say listen to your heart and not the mind. Otherwise, one day you will regret that why didn't I did not listen to my heart and do what I wished doing. I had a teacher who asked me this question: are you living to work or are you working to live? So I would like them to ask this question to themselves.
So everybody should ask themselves this question.
Yes.
It has a lot of meaning.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So let's jump to the rapid fire questions. We have
Yes.
done most of the serious questioning and going through it. Let's have some fun.
Yep.
Okay. First deck you ever owned. When?
Rider-Waite.
Rider-Waite. When?
2022.
Which card do you feel holds the deepest wisdom?
Osho Zen tarot deck. In that, the best card, Mastercard.
Your favorite tarot card?
Hierophant.
What is it?
The one who has a lot of wisdom. Who is sitting, to whom people are coming for wisdom, for guidance, and he's totally ready to give like a straight off solution to them.
Okay. Okay. Nice. The card you find most misunderstood.
Death card.
I expected.
Yes. I
Okay.
apparently have two cards, but yeah, one is death card.
Okay. A card that always seems to follow you.
Two of Pentacles card hota hai.
Two of Pentacles.
Yes.
Okay. What is that?
It's like balancing your life mentally and emotionally.
Okay.
And ये situation सबके साथ होता है. So this juggling situation happens so much that that card comes automatically to me.
Do you prefer major arcana or minor arcana cards?
Both. I prefer both because if I want an expanded answer, it's necessary.
Morning readings or night readings?
Morning.
Okay. They give you the best energies?
Yeah, and plus it's a sun energy.
Okay.
So you're more in a high vibration. And if you have noticed at night, it's a moon energy.
Right.
So there'll be more sadness energy, more low vibration.
Okay.
So that's why.
Okay. Love readings or career readings?
Dono.
That question ही पूरा दिया answer आ गया. Do you believe tarot predicts the future or guides choices?
Guides choices.
Cleansing cards with crystals, smoke or intuition? Your go-to method.
For me, would be crystals, the first two options. Intuition is already connected to it. Actually, not even intuition, it's more of the intention. Why you're doing. And intuitively, you are selecting whether I should use incense sticks or whether I should use crystal or what.
Okay. One myth about tarot you wish to break.
It doesn't tell future.
Lovely. And one more thing, I have seen a lot of tarot readers always wearing crystals around them.
Yeah.
You are the first one. I haven't seen them wearing it. Anyways, it was really lovely talking to you, and a lot of information we got about what tarot reading is, and hope people don't misunderstand about tarot reading.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ananya, for being here.
Thank you for calling me. I'm so glad. Like, I enjoyed.